fuck remote controller, man? What the fuck, nigga? It's PlayStation music. That's the mixtape PlayStation music. 1110 music.
Hello. It's been a second. So tonight I just plan on doing actually just for a bit. I don't plan to do a super long stream, but I have some cute little art assets I'd like to show off. I think you'll find funny, as well as just some like general updates to make. So real quick, I'm going to show off the decks we're going to be playing tonight, and then I'm going to set up my whole little, like, you know, arms on the table, cards up, drink, yak plush, whole shebang. So ooh, I immediately hit the wrong button. So tonight, and I'll explain why in particular we'll be doing this in a moment, but we'll be trying out Elpaniko's Red Yellow Angry, which I had actually planned on doing his previous tournament list, which it's pretty similar to this, to be honest. I've actually made just one small modification to his recent tournament list, which is I took out Garadan and replaced it with Firestorm, just because I don't think I'm going to be very efficient enough to use Garadan, but we'll see. I say we'll see. No, I guess we'll see. If I ever end up like 7 to 10 Faeria just sort of floating, then, you know, I could have run it. But anyways, for a quick rundown for anyone who's not familiar, the Angry archetype refers to running creatures with higher attack than life for the strict benefit of cards like Firebringer, which gets +1/+1 whenever you summon a creature with a higher attack than life, well in your deck or hand. So if you were to play this raw, it would immediately die, and it just starts off as a 2/0. And then Hate Seed, which kind of has the inverse effect, in that it doesn't get any bigger, but it gets cheaper and cheaper, to the point that you can start playing like maybe 1 or 2 4/4s for free. I don't know how typical it is to not run 3 Hate Seeds. I kind of understand why you wouldn't necessarily, just because they themselves are not angry, which is again ironic given the name, but yeah. So I couldn't give you the exact reasonings behind all the inclusions, because I'm just sort of like yoinking this from Elpaniko. I can explain some, being Silent Horsemaster being a big one, just being it just gives some ability that obviously Yellow usually has access to, and definitely does in the form of Wind Soldier for both removal and that ability. This is mainly here for red benefit, and of course an angry creature. Outland Ranger's just pretty much a staple. It's just very solid, very versatile with what you do with your campfire. Imperial Trooper, I know, is a quote-unquote recent addition, because it got its stat change from 5/4 to 4/5, which, you know, both sort of gave it a little bit of a home in Angry, and also it's a little more flavorful since it's sort of like evil Imperial Trooper, even though the Empire was kind of evil already. Well, sort of. I guess if we're gonna look at like Imperial Guard's art specifically, like, he seems like a pretty good dude. He's just trying to do his job. He's trying to protect. Whereas this guy is more explicitly sort of a conqueror, I suppose. Other than that, Axe Grinder is of course a staple in many red decks, happens to be angry. Demon Wrangler was an inclusion that confused me a bit. Obviously it's angry, the Demon Wing it's summoned is angry. I'm just not exactly sure what you want to sack with it at any given time. But yeah, and especially running 3 copies of it. I guess worst comes to worst, you don't sack anything with it and you just have an early collector. But yeah, so that's that. Iona, which it's very ironic that she is an angry creature, but she is. And if for anybody who got to see Elpaniko's performance in the final. Did Elpaniko win the tournament? Yeah, I think he did win the tournament, actually. Regardless, used Iona very, very well. I always just fixate on the fact that, like, oh, Iona has 1 health. She can be removed by literally anything. But if she isn't, and it's pretty old school, but it works, yeah, you can't get by her. She's a big pain in the side. Soul Drain, in combination with what was Garridan and Thunder Eel and Wind Soldier, just is your little removal package. Demon Wing, nice early game collector. And then Thunder Eel is just a good medium-sized creature along with Imperial Trooper. You don't really, as far as I know anyway, you don't really care about Imperial Trooper's corruptibility. It's nice. It's fine. And it's good for the Faeria. Thunder Eel, of course, you do care about its damage, plus its stats. And often enough, you will get to utilize the 4 instead of 2 damage for being over an Ocean Tile thing. So that's good. I don't believe there's anything else to explain in regards to that. Again, the exact reason behind all the cards in this list and their proportions, I couldn't tell you. Not my list. But I do understand Angry enough, and I think it'll be fun. And like I said, I'll explain later. There's a secondary reason for just wanting to pick Angry. I will get to it. So the other thing, what's my own brew, and I alluded, or not even really alluded, I straight up showed it off a little bit in like its really, really early stages. My little green-blue corrupt deck, which I'm nicknaming Zombeasts, just because, Rotting Boar is straight up a zombie. And Nekomata, if I can find her, is... Well, Nekomata isn't itself like an undead spirit, but it has a lot of association with the undead. I'm gonna have a big old talk later on when we play this list. My brief bit of research on Nekomata, but that's the reason for the name. Trying to give Rotting Boar a bit of a shot. It's a beast deck, so obviously you got your hunt downs. I know not everybody likes to go the route of Ancient Beastmaster in a beast list. I do. I think it's fine early game. There are plenty of things. I say plenty of things. There's a small handful of things that can remove it, but it's not going. You're not as guaranteed to lose it as you would be other things. Otherwise, we have things to enable our Boar and our Nekomata, which I may end up running 3 of instead of 2. I got a little spooked in some of the testing because I drew a bunch of early Nekomatas. That's just going to happen sometimes. Sometimes you're not going to draw any. This deck isn't so... It doesn't, it's not an OTK list at all, so I don't need to draw it. It's just kind of nice if I do, because I'm running a few things to enable our corrupt creatures. Mostly it's a bunch of beast staples with Fugu, Mystic Beast, and Boar, but as well as Beastmaster. No Bear. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name. 2 seconds. Deepwood Grizzly, yeah. Because for some reason, I'm more familiar with Possessed Ursus, so I always forget the name. But yeah, Deepwood Grizzly, Bear and Boar. Just for that +5 synergy between both Ancient Boar and Ancient Beastmaster. Yeah. And now, in addition, Rotting Boar can grab them, buff them, and get a lot of value. I don't think Bear benefited from it as much as a Nekomata doubling its attack does, as an Ancient Boar reducing its cost and also having the buff stats would be. Mystic Beast, of course, is already a 3 Faeria 4/5 if you get the well spots, and would be a 6/7 if it got drawn by Rotting Boar, and then Fugu would become a 4 Faeria 7/7 so long as you controlled another beast, and even still would be a 5/7. Just good stuff. There's nothing in here that Rotting Boar can grab that I'd be unhappy about it grabbing. Runin is... I don't even know how much of a beast staple she is. She must be a decent bit of one. She's very good. Unfortunately, can't really get grabbed by Rotting Boar. Obviously, you can still synergize with Beastmaster after she dies for her first time. I don't know if I can justify cutting her for an additional Nekomata. I think she's fine as she is. She doesn't necessarily... She's a great card on her own. I don't necessarily need to worry about her having, like, the, nothing but synergy with the rest of the cards in the deck. But given the rest... Speaking of the rest of the deck, it's mainly Corrupt Enable, as well as just some tricks. Like Shifting Tides, of course, is very versatile. You can just draw with it, or you can just move a land with it. There was a Sunken Tower in here at one point. I may or may not bring it back. I'm not sure if I want to, but we'll see. Triton Banquet is just the corrupt assist card. It is incredibly good, incredibly useful to just be able to give a corrupt creature jump to just leap over your opponent and just find a space to do its thing. As far as I know, Monstrous Hydra is the one that benefits from this card the most, but Monstrous Hydra does not make the cut because this is very heavy green-white with just a little bit of blue. Mystic Beast is the only thing I could justify going up to Telix for. Sunken Tower at one point, but it was only one copy of it, just to diversify with Shifting Tide. So I have a feeling we'll come back at some point, but for now, I'm going to try with this. The last bit is Grove Caller, which I don't want to run 3 copies of just because it's very slow. Obviously, you can combine this with your Shifting Tides. You can combine it with your Banquets, but I'm mainly Shifting Tides because of cheap. But it takes a little bit to get there land wise, and it takes a little bit extra Faeria. So I just given everything else, I think 8 Corrupt Enablers of various kinds was enough. And I believe, and the one-off guidance, just combined with the Banquets makes for just 4 buffs, as well as just a little bit of potential healing, just in case. Helps you trade up if you need to, and if you can occasionally get some Nekomata shenanigans to go off. Nekomata itself, obviously, if you get to hunt down with it, then corrupt, you have a 10 something, depending on what it fought. Better yet, if you can guidance it and then have it corrupt and not have to worry about it having to fight something first. But yeah, we'll see how this does. I tested it a little bit, not this particular list. Like I said, I used to have Sunken Tower. I don't think I've run it since I've added Runin. So we'll see how it goes. I imagine I'll be making some changes even just during the duration of this stream. So yeah. I am going to go set up my little table and such, and I will meet you back here in just a second. Okay, hello. Welcome back. So, this is my little angry. Okay, I can't keep seeing myself laughing with the freaking eyebrows, and it just looks. Okay. I also have them on my little plush. Yeah. So, to explain, I had wanted to do this little asset, this little joke, for like 2 weeks, I think, something like that. Because I originally was going to do this, because like, oh no, I missed Seifer's Open number 2, because I recently got a job, and just unfortunate timing with the schedule, I wasn't able to make it. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna run an angry list. I'll do the eyebrows, and this will be like my reason for being angry is that I missed the tournament. And so that was going to be with Elpaniko's a second most recent angry list at the time, which might have actually been Seifer's Open number 2, but I don't think it was. I think it was slightly older than that. But yeah, so that took a while, and so now, even though I did participate in Seifer's Open number 3, yeah, I'm still doing the angry bit, and I still have Elpaniko's new angry list to use for it. And I guess you could say my reason for being angry now is I did very bad in the tournament, just very bad. I played against Martis, who I sort of recognized. I at least recognized them. I believe him. Oh, hi Sesh. I'm an angry golem today. I'm gonna be trying out Elpaniko's red yellow angry list from Saturday's tournament. No such thing as an experience. What are you referring to, Sesh? Unless you just mean like you said you did really bad. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I get what you're getting. I still like really enjoyed it. I was very nervous. But yeah. Martis is a great player. Like it was very it was at least like fun to lose to them. Although I think I only won my first round against them because they seemed to draw kind of badly. Although I don't think my beast list was all that bad. I don't think I played it that bad. But yeah, and as you mentioning that, Ashley has reminded me of my other, you know, quote unquote reason for being angry. I lost my early Twitch VODs. My first stream with Karo is just gone. I thought it was going to be retained for longer, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I download them a little sooner. Gonna make sure to tell Twitch to hold on to them for longer, so I can have time to download them. So that's that. I'm gonna be doing a little VOD YouTube channel to upload them to. So yeah, that's that on that. If I could record and stream at the same time, I would, but not feasible at the time. So yeah. Ooh, actually, wait. I need to. There we go. Yeah. Turn on the deck list. So yeah, as mentioned. What's it? Oh, hey Saturn. We're going to be playing some Red Yellow Angry, Elpaniko's list specifically. Although I changed one little thing. I removed I removed Garadan and replaced it with Firestorm because I do not expect to be very efficient enough to be able to make use of Garadan. I do know how to use Firestorm though. So yeah. I think I'll get into it now. But yeah. It has been a second. Let's go. Yeah. So, just to repeat myself quickly, going to be doing the two lists tonight. Going to be doing Elpaniko's Angry as well as my own Green Blue Corrupt, featuring Nekomata and Rotting Boar, which I also have a small little gimmick stream asset outfit thing to go with, but I will show that off later. I'm not going to be able to have new little. Sounds great. Yeah, this probably goes without saying. I'm way more proud of the little outfit I came up with and drew for my little Zombeasts deck than I am of the little angry eyebrows. As much as I adore them, so I'm looking forward to showing that off. But yeah, I actually don't think I've played on this account since last time I've streamed, so I have not ranked up at all since. I think I played on my Switch account a little bit, but yeah. So hopefully matches won't be too brutal. I mean, they certainly shouldn't be down here, but that was not the case last time I streamed this, so we'll see. I also haven't played Angry in a while, but you know, it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of just a different flavor of combat, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely not gonna be able to pilot it nearly as well as Elpaniko, of course, but yeah. It should still be fun. Also, I know there's been that, not that it's been too long, but I know there's been that sort of queue time glitch, where if it goes beyond a certain point, you just have to exit the queue and try again. I don't know how new that is. I just know that some people have been mentioning it in the Discord. Oh, well, while we wait, I do have one. I guess it's not really an announcement. I'm gonna make a more proper proposal, I guess, in the Discord. but I had an idea to do like a little Faeria quiz show. I've already